Welcome on in to the Nontendo podcast, everybody. Woo! Thanks for being here. I'm joined by Pam over there to my left, and Kim will be joining us.
She'll be
my
around.
Beautiful, gorgeous, glowing, and as I can finally say on the podcast, pregnant wife.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
My God,
Actually,
you guys have no idea how long.
Yeah.
We've been keeping that a secret. Literally like 6 months.
Yeah.
It's been crazy.
I knew since like before Friendsgiving, so.
We pretty much told everybody at Friendsgiving, you should not be down here. You're not the lady I was waiting to see. Come here. Come on.
We got another shot.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. You can see her on the God shot. Kim will join us soon, but until then, oh, what a time, what a day. So the thing I am most... We got to get Dollar out of here before
crazy.
she pulls the cable. Any second.
She's gonna mess something up. No, she's got... this is not for you. This is not for you.
Audio listeners, you're really missing out. Oh my man. God, Dollar. Can you cut to the God?
Oh, man.
She is...
She takes up so much space.
No, she's going to pull a cable.
She absolutely...
She's going to pull a cable.
Ah! No. She's really being careful, though. I'm actually impressed.
She is. She's quite careful until she's not.
Oh no.
Sorry about that, everybody. My mind's focused on Dollar pulling a cable out. White. I want to talk about this white switch. So it's a mock-up. It's not real. Oh, I think Kim's coming down. It's a mock-up. It's not real. It's in the thumbnail, and I'm going to show you guys it today. Kim, could you please, my darling, beautiful, pregnant wife, get Dollar out of here?
Yeah.
I don't know how she got down here.
Hi, Darla.
Thank God.
Bye.
Bye, Darla.
That could have gone way worse.
There
Could
are
have gone way worse.
So many cables.
Let me ask you, if she pulled a cable, would you have fired her from the podcast?
No, she's a sweetheart.
Okay, fair enough.
She gets
fair
away
enough.
with murder. I swear to God. Yeah, there's a mock-up someone did of a white switch, and I got to be honest. For as much as I was yanking while looking at the black sleek, this white one looks so nice, and I'm really hoping that it's a thing.
Hello, Kim.
Hi. Hello.
Thank God we can play her a little lower third separately, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, we can.
How you doing? How you feeling? Okay, so this mic, well, yes, but also it's very temperamental.
Oh, so don't touch it.
Yeah, don't
look at it.
Yeah, so like it'll start crickling and crackling, and chat's gonna have to let us know. That mic is dying, but it's the only other one that I have, so I've got to order another one.
All
So
right.
you have to get closer to the mic,
I'm
not
trying,
the other way
but
around.
the table leg is like right there, so I can't scoot any closer.
Oh God, it's one of the.
Let me
Be
risk-
careful. Careful now.
And I just moved your camera.
Careful, SpongeBob.
This is a
Careful,
This is
SpongeBob.
a nightmare. Kim, we didn't get to test run with Kim because she was at the dentist
I was.
It was.
until earlier today. Now it's all.
A lot of very positive comments in chat right now about Kim.
nice.
A lot of Kim is glowing.
Oh, nice.
You're
Thank
doing
you.
great.
I think it's sweat right now. I forgot to take my anti-anxiety when I went to the dentist.
Yeah. You said you
Just take
realized.
the compliment. Just
You
I
said you
realized as I was
while
in
you
the
were sitting
chair, I
in
was
the
like,
chair.
oh, I did not take the Gabapentin.
Yeah, we had a lot of comments. I had friends message me saying that you look glowing.
Oh, that's nice.
And it's funny because you don't feel like it.
No.
No.
So everyone's like, you're glowing, and Kim is like, I feel horrible. But I think you look very pretty. I think you're
I feel
beautiful.
very large.
I was just saying, we've been hiding this secret now for how long has it been? When did we find
that
out?
we've known?
It was before
Like,
Friendsgiving.
3 months, 4 months?
Yeah.
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 We-
You told me and E and Max in like October.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when we
Whatever
found out.
episode in October we did in the studio.
Yeah, I think we
filled
told you
us
the
in.
week we found out. I'm pretty sure.
No.
No?
Come on now.
Did we not?
Not the week, I don't think.
There's no way it would have been irresponsible to do it the week
Yeah,
of.
we waited.
Like,
we
yeah.
waited a while until we like heard the heartbeat
But when
before
did
we told
find out
anybody.
then? Did we find out in September?
All I know is we found out two months in.
Yeah.
So we immediately lost 2 of our 9 months.
Yep.
And then we waited forever because we wanted to go see a doctor to get it confirmed, and it never happened. This is all stuff we talked about in the video that I cut out.
I just completely forgot.
But then we heard the heartbeat, and then I think we got like an ultrasound even before we finally started telling
we?
anyone.
Okay.
The only people that knew for a long time was your mom, Kip and Liv, and like my personal trainer. Because he was like, why aren't you working out?
Yeah.
And I was like, because I'm stressed right now. I'm busy. Yeah. But I think you guys were, because the whole thing was that whatever studio episode we did last,
Right, yeah.
I wanted to go in because I wanted to tell Bob in person.
There's a Darla hair.
Because I wanted to tell Bob and Hannah and all that first. And we asked them to come to the studio and they didn't want to. So you guys found out first because you were there. Yeah. And then we went out and we had dinner at Grand Central with Bob, Hannah, and my Australian friends Drew and Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah and Drew. Yeah.
And we told them all at once. And Bob's reaction was, he was obviously happy, but I could tell the look in his eyes he wanted to say it. So I was like, can you picture me as a dad? And he went, nope. Nope.
Well, with that mustache now, though, I mean, come on, son.
Yeah, well, you didn't have the mustache at the time. I think his answer would change now.
I think I've grown into it as well, like the being a dad thing. Because at first, like, we weren't ready. We weren't expecting it. I was trying to picture myself as a dad, and I was like, am I ready?
Dude, in the video where you had the tucked-in shirt at Target, I was like, he's got the aesthetic down 100% now.
Yeah, so when we told everybody, I don't think we were really we weren't confident in it either. We were like, hey, we're pregnant.
Yeah.
But now it's like we're pregnant and we're gonna crush it.
Yeah, you guys are gonna do great. I mean, look at the house you live in. Like, this place is beautiful. You're gonna a great environment for your kids.
Thank you for saying that.
Kids, we'll see.
One, hopefully.
There could be 2 in there.
No.
No,
there's one.
At this point,
They've checked many a time. There's one.
There's definitely only one.
I just don't know if it's gonna be a one and done situation. We're just gonna have to wait and see.
What would you have done? It was like, hey, by the way, triplets.
Yeah, I would have cried.
That would have sucked for Kim. But if it was twins, at least we could have 2 and be done.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we're going to want to go through this again. I really don't.
No. And the other thing that's crazy is you can have one pregnancy that's normal, and then the next one could be absolute hell for you.
Yeah.
And you don't know what you're
Well, you don't know if this one was hell because you've been
comparatively? Yeah, I don't know.
There were a lot. There was a lot that I cut out of the video for time, and also I wanted to focus on positive stuff. Because we were talking for an hour about how you got really sick at one point because of the pregnancy and ended up in the ER on an IV.
That sucked.
And
I hate
there was
needles.
It was bad. And you had a bad
so
reaction to medicine that they gave you, like really bad
you
reaction.
don't like needles?
No,
yeah, I can't. Yeah,
and like that was really hard. And like we kept checking the baby's heartbeat.
Do you not have any tattoos?
Yeah, but it's different though.
That's different.
It is different.
Needles go straight in.
They go all the way in. Let's not talk about that.
That's true.
I don't like
but there's been a lot of, and then you had like the worst morning sickness that lasted like a month, 2 months.
Oh, yeah,
and
it was because they like couldn't figure out what I was allowed to have.
Yeah.
So we had to like go through options.
And it was all day, all night. Like you were sick all the time. You were bedridden for over a month until we finally got you medicine from a doctor that helped.
Yeah.
So I think you've had a pretty rough pregnancy.
Some ladies have it the entire time.
Yeah, that's got to suck.
Straight.
I can't imagine.
You've been really good, I would say, the last 2 months.
Oh yeah. The last 2 months has been a lot better, but he is getting bigger, so that part sucks.
Also, for those paying attention, at the end of the video, I did a little release date reveal for the baby.
That was great. I love that.
It was the same way as the Switch trailer.
Yeah.
So he's due May 1st.
Yeah, and then the top comment on the video was we're getting wood 2 before Switch 2.
I know.
That was great.
Really good.
Also, Kim, can you move your? I know we said don't touch the mic, but can you like move it like this way toward me a little bit, and then angle it toward you because it's hard to see your face.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yes, you're a bit short. You know.
I'll do the same thing. How about that?
Yeah, that's good. That actually is great. Yeah,
so May 1st, but then we got the 4D ultrasound, and she thinks we're 2 weeks further along. And we really had no idea how far along we were because we waited so late. We were like 2 months before we saw a doctor.
Well, also, all of the research that I've done is just like, they're just guessing.
Yeah.
They don't know. As long as it's like within a 2-week range, it's fine. So it's just a guess.
I'm just really glad that it seems like, and I was like legitimately freaking out about when the Switch 2 was going to release.
Yeah, that would have been a very inopportune moment for that to come out.
It seems like it's coming out in like June, like mid to late June, which is great because the baby comes mid-April, early May. That'll give me almost a month, full month, if not maybe even almost 2 months to make sure that I'm there with you, there with the baby, take time off, be there 100% because I don't know what that's going to look like.
No clue.
And then once the Switch comes out, we can tag team that a little bit. We can like get the work done.
We'll have a routine down by then.
Yeah,
if it's
hopefully.
2 months away, then we'll have it figured out by then.
But there was a while there where all the rumors and everything were lining up at like April. Everyone was saying an April release for Switch 2. And this whole time, I couldn't say anything publicly, but I was like, Please don't be April.
Yeah.
Because the baby might be April.
Yeah.
and-
April's also going to be the event thing in New York. If we get if we get into that,
yeah.
that's going to be a little hairy.
Yeah, and I
But
want to
that's
go
a
to
day.
that. Yeah.
That's
It is.
okay.
It's a
There's
day,
even-
but imagine it's the day, right?
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I know. And then there's
it'd be
also
a nightmare.
there's
Wow.
also
That's a lot.
PAX in mid-May, and Nintendo will probably have the Switch 2 there.
Will they?
Probably. And also, like, every time I go to PAX, we do upcoming Switch games.
Yeah.
And this year, I could do upcoming Switch 2 games
Yeah.
ahead of the launch. It'd be great.
I feel like you can't
Yeah.
not go.
but
That's
the
thing.
baby will be here by then. And he'll probably be like 2 weeks old,
Here's the
maybe
thing.
a month old.
Before, because I know the comments are going to come. People are going to be like, "Why would you ever even consider prioritizing the Switch 2 over the baby?" But at the end of the day, you got to understand, like, this is it's a very important career time. Like,
It's not-
for this channel.
it's
and
not
for your channel.
prioritizing
It's not prioritizing anything.
The
It's
Switch over
yeah.
the baby.
It's-
It's prioritizing income because I have a
Exactly.
baby.
Exactly, bro.
Like, I need
It's
to-
still a job.
This is the biggest
job.
You can see by my reaction reveal
Yeah.
trailer how many views that got, the views on the podcast this week,
Yeah, that
last
video
week.
did.
People are
insane
really
numbers.
excited.
Yeah.
Like for a lot of people, and I appreciate this so much, I've become the go-to Switch creator. To not be there at launch of the Switch 2, to be taking care of a baby for a month, could be detrimental. It could lead the way of me completely falling off, and then that means I can't do as well as a career, and that the baby suffers from that. Our family suffers
Right.
from that. So
Yeah.
yeah, no, I want to be able to give 100% attention to both. Which
Right.
if they come out at the same time, that just means I'm not sleeping. That just means I make it work. I spend all day with Kim and the baby, and I spend all night while the baby's asleep, hopefully, editing and making YouTube videos,
Yeah.
and I just don't sleep. That's what that means.
And then
Because
and
I'm
then you
not.
live off of trade coffee.
I'm not giving 99% to the baby, and I would probably give 99% to the Switch too, to be fair, but I'm giving the baby 100% no matter
That's
what.
fair, yeah.
So I just hope that I can give as much as I can to work. And yes, live off trade coffee.
Yes.
Good job.
Yeah.
But,
But-
we'll do it now. Bring up the ad read for trade, like I asked you to prepare.
You're gonna. This.
There's no
we're just
sponsor.
doing the
There's no
meeting, the
sponsor.
meme again. No, I'm just gonna get fire me. Yeah. Oh, before we go any further, by the way, first of all, there's my lower third. And also, we got super chats from Anko says, "Congrats, Kim and Wood. Hope things are lovely for the three of you." I'm assuming you're talking about the baby and not me. That's fine. You could say four, but whatever.
Four of us. Hands are adopted child.
Yes, that's true. Yo-san Review says, "Congrats, y'all. Super excited about your journey." And also, Chris Kenworthy says, "Shout out to Kim for being so real in the video. My wife and I could totally relate to all the crazy feelings, thoughts, etc. that no one talks about. Thanks for sharing."
Yeah, I had a thought of releasing the full video maybe on like the second channel, because we literally talked for an hour
We
about
did.
so many things.
Yeah.
About so many you talked about so many other things you've been struggling with. We talked about our journey with mental health and how far we've come and what we've done in therapy and for our anxiety. And I ended up cutting a lot of that out because I felt like it detracted from the happy, we're having a baby.
Yeah.
And we were just rambling too much about our mental health. Well, essentially what happened is I wanted to do a We're Okay video for a long time where we talk about our journey
Yeah.
with mental health. And then when the baby came along, I was like, perfect, same video. But in the editing, I
it
was
just
like,
didn't work.
no, it didn't
together.
work. I
No.
was like, on one hand, it says happy baby announcement. And on the other hand, we're talking about our anxiety and all. And it's the mixed messages.
Yeah.
So I cut a lot of that out, but there's still a lot in there that was really important and really raw, and I was thinking of uploading it separately. We went on this whole talk about the day after we found out you were pregnant. We went to a Pearl Jam concert because we had these tickets. It was Kim's birthday present. She's never seen Pearl Jam. It's her favorite band. We were in the pit. And we were like mid-anxiety freaking out, like we're having a baby, what is happening? And then the next day we were at a Pearl Jam concert trying to enjoy this present. And we talked about how the universe has always just given us the right person when we need it.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I don't know why, the person in front of us in the line at the merch store at Pearl Jam was this older guy, maybe like 5-10 years older than me, I'm not sure, had a daughter who was like 15, 16.
Yeah.
And we just started talking because he recognized us. He was like, I have seen the channel. And he was like, yeah, this is my only daughter. She wasn't planned, but she was the best thing that ever happened to us. We were a one and done. And now I get to show her Pearl Jam for the first time. And she is invested in all his music. And they just the way that they were, it just calmed us down. We were like,
Yeah.
I want that.
And it's so weird that he said that because we didn't say anything about us being pregnant.
No,
obviously.
actually, you know what's funny is we didn't. And then we ended up telling him.
Oh, yeah,
I
we
was
did.
like,
We
Kim's
did tell
pregnant.
him.
And
Oh, by the
funny
way.
enough, whoever that was, he was the first person to find out.
Yeah.
This random
crazy.
fan at a Pearl Jam concert found out Kim was pregnant, and he was just so there was an air about him that was so innocent. I don't know, sweet,
He's just
caring,
a nice person.
nice guy. Yeah, and I don't know if you're watching this, if you see this, you were the first step on us being like, we're having a baby,
It can be
and
okay.
it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It was fun.
sorry.
That's
We're
not that
here
guy.
for
No,
the
that's
Switch.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of, by the way, we also got another super chat from someone, which is too far back. No, it's good. Power Up Bros podcast says, I hope the Switch 2 is just an option and not a smaller hard drive size like the Wii U was. Also, congrats, you guys are going to do great. What do you think about that? I don't know.
You Googling. I thought you were Googling the size thing.
I was, for the people that want us to talk about the Switch, I wanted to get ready to bring up the white Switch too, and I got to be honest.
okay.
I mean, there will be an SD card slot, right?
My brain forgot. Can you run that question by me again?
Yeah, run it again.
Okay. They said, I hope the white Switch 2 is just an option. Oh, sorry, the white. I think I missed the white part.
Oh.
It's just an option, not a smaller hard drive size like the Wii U was.
Oh, yeah.
Also, congrats, you guys are doing
Well,
great.
Oh.
perfect.
I forgot about that.
Let's move into it then.
Let's get
Great
right into
segue.
it.
So over here, I just pulled it up on Reddit. I actually found this on Twitter initially. It is a Switch 2 Lite mode. It's a white concept. So it's concept art, people. It's not legit. It's not real. Somebody, Card LH. I referenced one of their art pieces recently, I think. And they I think if it's the right person, they messaged me and they were like, that was mine. Thanks for showing it or something. Anyway, here they are with a white Switch. And I got to be honest, as soon as I saw it, kind of loved it. I kind of love it.
Yeah.
What's the vibes of the room? I want to talk about why I love it, but what do you guys think?
I don't
Kim, you
know.
go first.
I'm on the fence.
Do you want me to bring up the other one to compare?
I just
I
don't
prefer
know.
it vastly.
You prefer this?
I
The white.
yeah, I like it.
I do too. I think it makes the accents of the colors pop way more and stand out a lot more.
Yeah.
Someone in chat said it's giving Portal vibes.
That's what I
It is
thought
giving
too,
Portal. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
giving
yeah.
Portal. It's very sleek.
It looks like your little can they see that? Your plug.
yeah, it's kind of just on
it
screen.
looks like your
Actually,
outlet plug.
I want to talk about this just quickly. You
They
can
sent
cut
that
to me.
you and it's so cool.
This is from, and this is actually powering a lot of the show right now, so I'm going to be careful.
It just looks
This is
so
a
cool.
moon base from Genki. This is what they actually took to CES when they were showing off the fake Switch. This is the product they had. It looks like it's from Starfield.
Yeah.
It's just a power strip.
But it's a really cool.
It has a bunch
It's a
of
cool power strip.
USB-Cs on the side. It's got an orange cord, and it just looks like it's from Starfield. It's really sick.
Yeah.
But it looks
Anyway,
like it
sorry about
matches
that.
The Switch.
It does match it a little. I like this because the actual tablet is white, and even on the white OLED, the tablet wasn't white. It was still black. It was
still
just the
black.
Joy-Cons and
Yeah.
the dock that was black. But I really think it makes all the buttons, even the black of the buttons accent, stick out more. And then these colored accents, I feel like stick out a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And
They do.
to that commenter's point, we had the black Wii U and the white Wii U.
Yeah.
I actually, I think back in the day, I liked the white one more,
Really.
but it did have less internal memory. That was the difference between them. So the white one had like 30 gigs of memory, which was barely enough to hold one video game
Yeah.
download on it. And then the black one had like 64 or something like that. It was like double or
And the
triple.
Zelda one was black, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Zelda one that came way later.
Okay.
But yeah, that was a black one. That won't happen again. That's
I wouldn't
bizarre.
imagine
That's a
so.
bizarre thing. I don't know why they did that.
Yeah. I mean, well, have we seen or have we assumed from what we've seen of the original like ad that there's going to be a expandable storage? There is. There's
Yeah,
gotta be,
so
right?
just like the Switch one, there's a micro SD card anyway
Okay.
slot.
Yeah, yeah.
This time it's an express slot, which is a much faster type of SD card. So the internals of the Switch will be faster, some SSD or something like that, I'm sure. That'll be quicker than the original. And then the actual card slot too will be able to play and run your games faster too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Because that was a whole thing on the Switch one. Some people thought that if you downloaded a game to the SD card rather than the internals. One of them played faster than the other, or
Right.
loaded faster
Did
than the
anybody
other.
prove that was?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's
So-
all like nickel and dimey. You get a couple extra seconds. I don't think it really matters.
Yeah.
So to all of our size queens out there, not to worry.
Size queens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Missed that one. Yeah. This is that's the white switch. Can we get a? Actually, I'd love to get a chat vibe. If you could do a poll,
Yeah.
like if it was an option to get the white or black, which way are you leaning? While you're
Okay.
typing that, I actually want to look up just this Switch 2 so I can switch between them. Nintendo Switch 2 images. Beep. Or do we do bop? Yeah, sorry for the dead air, people.
Yeah, I don't know.
And why is there
I
so
just-
many ads?
I
Here,
feel
can
like,
you show me? Sorry, Kim, what you saying?
I feel like they look too much like every other handheld console now that the controllers are not a color.
We got a poll in the chat.
There's a poll in the chat, and if you're listening to the audio, I'm clicking back and forth between these two, and I can't
You can't decide.
decide.
I just,
Mm.
I don't
I
know.
f-
The white one looks different than all the other handheld consoles, I think.
It does look different.
That helps. But I don't know. It's just like,
I kind of hope there's an option because I think both bring a lot to
well,
the
don't
table.
they typically, whenever they do the handheld consoles and stuff, they come out with two colors. They do like, 'cause with the
Well,
Switch, it came
sometimes,
out-
not always, but
but
like
the original Switch, you had the black one and you had the red
Yeah.
and blue one.
the Switch did. Yes, that's kind of why
I'm thinking,
we're
you're probably gonna
considering
get both.
this. But also, a lot of people have pointed out that this one it is both of those together. It's the gray Switch and the colored Switch together as one,
Ew, no.
which is what it seems like Nintendo's going for, this more unified thing, whereas this is like just adding in another equation. But like, man, I don't know, and I don't even know which one I would get.
Eh.
I remember, so I was pretty sold on this black sleek one, but I remember at launch of the Switch 1, I got the gray because I was like, I thought the colored ones were too toy-like. I thought they were too distracting. I'm going to be playing my games, and I'm going to have this bright neon blue and bright neon red. So I got the plain gray, and pretty quickly I regretted it.
I
No,
Because
I disagree so hard with that take too. Yeah, like I love the colors.
I came around
Yeah.
pretty quickly to the color. Every
Yeah.
time I looked at the gray,
It feels like Nintendo because it's more.
yeah. When I was playing with the gray, I was like, this is so dull. And also the
Yeah.
gray, it got like worn out smudges on it.
Ugh,
And you could kind of see where your fingers had been.
gross.
right.
And then the blue and red hid that a lot better. And I think I'm liking this black more now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think once I've had it for a while and I look at people with this white one, I'm going to get jealous.
Well, you're gonna end up with both anyway. Let's not kid ourselves.
That's true.
All right, Kim. I'm
We're
trying
gonna
to be a
have
man of the people. here.
Minimum two in that. Well, I have to have one, and you have to have
That's
one.
true.
So
We get one of each.
Yeah, and
the
just-
baby has to have one.
the baby does not need a.
He can have a
Switch yet.
special edition Zelda one for
Oh,
when he grows
no.
up.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. We
He's
got to
got a
have
lot
at
of
least
spares
3.
up
You
there.
should leave it in box so he can
Yeah.
open it. You know.
No, he should start on a Game Boy Color
Oh, you're
with
just gonna make him
Pokemon Red and Blue.
progress?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like
The game
put
is
him.
so
That's
hard.
actually
Good.
great. I love that. You could download all of your history of Nintendo
Yeah.
into your baby by
Mm-hmm.
every like 3 or 6
I'm not gonna
months.
tell. I'm gonna shelter him. I'm gonna not let him know that technology has progressed, and he's gonna think. But then every year for Christmas, I'm gonna be like, they just released a Game Boy Advance, and then the next year I'll be like, look at this new DS,
Oh, it's gonna be
and
really
he's gonna
disappointed when
get
the Wii
through
U
those
year
so
comes,
quick.
jeez.
I
But
love that.
But when he finds out what I've done, he'll be so upset. But when
Will he, though?
when he realizes what I've done for him, he'll
Yeah.
forgive me.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's called being a well-rounded individual at the end of the day. Yeah.
builds character.
How's
sure.
that? How's that poll going?
We're like pretty split down the middle. 58%.
Wow.
58% black, 43% white.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be
With
pretty
how
close to
split that
50-50.
is?
Yeah, I think there's gonna be two.
I kind of hope they do too for their own sake.
I just feel like that's what's gonna happen because people
Well, here's
are not gonna agree on that.
here's another. We're just speculating and putting rumors out there. But all the leaks that we saw initially of this console, like when we first saw it, right, and the Joy-Cons leak, they were white Joy-Cons.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, it was white for a long time, And then all of a sudden, it was Genki at CES that revealed those red and blue ones. And then suddenly, that was the Switch that was revealed. But for a long time, all of those leaks that were correct, that were the right size, right buttons, right placements, right everything, that was the Switch 2, even with the little triggers, they were black and white.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why they showed us the black one.
What do you mean?
To
Like,
throw you
to
off.
to throw us off?
Yeah, to be
Yeah.
like, yeah. Well, hey, actually, you guys got everything right, but it's actually black.
Yeah,
You know?
maybe. Maybe they just kept it to the white one.
Yeah, Nintendo said, why it got to be white, though?
That's interesting. I wonder. I do wonder. I hope they do, because I think it's cool.
I think it would be nice to have options.
Also, Kim, you slouched, and now the mic is covering your face again.
So, you know how, and this, I'm just going to throw this out there. You know, last week, how we talked about the Switch 2 trailer was 2 minutes, 22 seconds long.
Yeah,
And it was released 2 months, 2 days, and 2 weeks before Switch,
right.
before that Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
Well, at the time, we were kind of like, is that just a random coincidence? Which would be kind of nuts. Turns out, someone in our Reddit, no, someone in our Discord found out. They were like, what time was it posted? So we looked at the Japan time that they tweeted it out, and it was 10:22 p.m., and 10 in military time is 22.
22.
22. So the whole thing was posted at exactly 2222 before 222, and the time is 222.
Maybe it's just because it's the Switch 2.
No,
Well,
absolutely,
yeah, but, like,
absolutely.
That makes you feel like something's gonna happen on February 22nd.
But that's the thing.
doesn't it?
Now I'm
Yeah,
like, what's
yeah,
happening Feb 22nd,
You know?
which leads into Nate the Hate. Because Nate the Hate, I don't know, did I put this in the doc? I don't know if I did. We'll just talk about it. Nate the Hate suggested a bunch of things in his podcast, which now people have gone back and listened to, the episode where he revealed when it was going to reveal. And one of the many things he said in there was that we're going to get a Nintendo Direct in February, and it's going to be focused on the Switch 1. So before we get this Switch 2 Direct in April, he thinks we're getting a Switch 1 Direct in February to just kind of tell you what's still happening with
Right.
Switch 1 moving forward and what, you know, before release. Because we do still have until June, it's looking like, before
Yeah.
the Switch 2, which
Right.
is still 5 to 6 months of this
Yeah, and
console.
they're not just gonna leave it dead. They're gonna
Yeah,
put
well,
stuff
I
out.
mean, a lot of companies do leave it dead.
Nintendo doesn't.
We've never been in this position before. So Wii U, that was left for dead.
Oh,
But the Nintendo Switch is so successful with such an install base. If they can squeeze some things out, why wouldn't they?
yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
we might see a Direct, and we might see a Direct on February 22nd
I'm thinking.
at 8, whatever it was in the morning.
Yeah.
So that Japan
Yeah,
time is 22:22.
Well, I'm starting to think about, like, you know, like, I think about when, like, the PS4 originally came out, right? And that was right around the time that GTA 5 was released.
Mm-hmm.
And GTA 5 came out for the PS4 and the PS3, right? So do you think there's going to be, like, any Switch games that are coming out that will be compatible with the Switch 1 and the Switch 2?
Yeah, definitely, because the Switch 1 did that with Breath of the Wild.
Right.
Also, I was having a rethought on something.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people are wondering if alongside this Mario Kart, we'll also get that Metroid on day one, cross-release on
That would
both
be
platforms.
crazy.
Yeah.
So my whole spiel last week was, why would they want to release 2 big games on the same day, especially a Metroid, which they've been working on for so long? Because people are probably going to buy Mario Kart and not Metroid if they can't afford both.
Right.
So they'll probably get the install base and then release it for holiday season. But then I was like, what if they just say screw it? And imagine that launch where you get Metroid, which
Wow.
everybody has been waiting for, cross-play on both systems, and then the new Mario Kart, which is only available on the Switch 2.
Yeah.
And they both launch same day. And it gives people a kart racing fun multiplayer game and then a first-person single-player shooter game with 2 very different games to pick from.
I know that business decision wise, it's probably best for it new Mario Kart to be available only on the Switch 2. And that's probably what's going to happen.
100% not
Yeah.
even a question. I don't know where
Yeah.
you're going with this, but yes.
The point is that I really wish that it wasn't because
Why?
because then
That's
'cause
nuts.
Yeah, but I play with tons of people who probably can't afford to just buy a Switch 2 out the gate. It'd be nice for them to be able to play.
I don't
the
know
new
what
Mario
to tell
Kart
you
with me.
other than sorry for them.
Yeah.
Like I know that sounds really
unfortunate.
rough, but if we're trying to push this Switch 2 as a next gen console
Yeah.
and actually give it the image of it's an actual upgrade
put the Mario
and not
title.
just like a Switch Pro,
Yeah.
you need to have games that are exclusive for it. And also, if
true.
you're developing for that console but taking the previous one that's 8 years out of date and was out of date when it released in mind, so
Yeah.
a game has to work on that, it's going to stifle the development and make it just a worse game. You're going to get brand new Switch 2 and Mario Kart with a worse Mario Kart because they had to make it play on Switch 1.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I don't think that would make any sense for them to do that. It's just that it'd be nice.
You gotta get Switch 2.
It'd be nice.
I guess Switch 2.
Yeah.
Sell your Switch 1. I don't have to tell you.
Switch 1 prices are not going to be it's not going to be worth it.
Already backwards compatible. Like Nintendo are doing everything they can for those people.
Mm-hmm.
It's just they're going to utilize the power of the new console to create the new games and make them as cool as possible. But Metroid, they promised would be on Switch 1, so they've kind of worked themselves into a corner where it has to be. They have to fulfill that promise.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be on both, and hopefully it is a good game to be on both. But hopefully that means the Switch 2 version will look and play a lot better.
It'll definitely look better graphics wise for sure.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't trying to be a dick either.
No, I know. No, I agree. I preface what I said with the fact that I knew that they wouldn't do it. You know, it just sucks. But hey,
yeah,
yeah, especially depending on how much this console is going to cost. I am worried.
Well, you can talk about that. That's in my doc.
Very expensive.
So I understand what you're saying, Ham, but I kind of feel like it doesn't suck because it's way more exciting to think that we're finally, after like a decade, getting something somewhat next gen from Nintendo.
That's true. Plus, I only want to play games with people in my tax bracket. Let's be honest.
Moving on to this conversation then, because I don't think it's going to be as expensive as you will think, or you might be theorizing. So, if this is the right article, wrong article. Price of Switch 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had theories for a long time about the price of the Switch 2. My theory is $400.
That sounds, because how much do all the other handhelds that you have cost?
Way more
that
than
are
that.
hanging up there.
Or more than that. The Steam Deck is the most compatible in price. I can't remember what the OLED is out the rip, but the base model is about $400 as well.
Okay.
So
they're on the lower end.
In Italy, gamesandmovies.it, which is a legit retailer based out of a European country, has pushed Switch 2 pre-orders live at $364.99, which is a very specific number. Now, this could just be a mistake. This could be a series of things. But it translates to $379 US,
That'd be incredible.
Which would suggest $350. I don't know why they round down, though, because $380 is actually closer to $400 than $350. So I don't know why this article round down.
Maybe that's after tax. So they're saying $350 before tax.
Maybe. I think, so here's my thing. Here's my theory. You can cut away from this because this is just a loose thing. I think 100% for sure this thing will not cost any less than $399. My reason for that is this console in every single way needs to not only be but be perceived as an upgrade over the Switch 1. And if the Switch 1 costs $300 for the base model and $350 for the OLED, and you're going to bring out a brand new model, you're going to say it's bigger, literally, better, literally, also cost the same.
It doesn't really seem like
it doesn't
you
give
need
the image
to get it. Then
it doesn't give the image that it's better. It doesn't give the image that it's bigger. It gives the image that it's going to be about the same.
Yep.
Damn, you got the optics on the brain. You're kind of with it.
I overthink everything. I'm actually working on a video right now, and this topic is in it, and I've already wrote a whole script for it.
That's true, though. You're totally. I didn't even consider about that. Yeah,
yeah.
Like
it needs to be
the price sort of like is an indicator.
It's
for
an
the
image.
Increase in quality. Yeah,
it's the same with the PlayStation 5 Pro. Insane price. No one can afford it, but you put $700 on it, and your brain goes,
must be better.
That's a beefy piece of tech.
Has to be.
The good thing about that, though, the good thing about it kind of needing to be at least $400 is it gives Nintendo an extra $100 they didn't have last time to make it better in whatever way they deem makes it better. You know, so it gives them more wiggle room in the budget to make it better. It literally, like, what is that? 20% extra budget to 25% extra budget to make this thing 25% better than it could have been if it was only $300. So Also, yeah, it's hard to make tech good and play the games that we have these days at $300.
I just don't think
That's
it's
just hard.
doable
That's just hard.
anymore.
I don't think it's doable either. I
'Cause
mean,
it's gonna be
they're taking an
chugging
insane.
trying to make all the games load.
I think a large reason the Switch was even 300 in the first place back in the day was because they didn't have the trust
Yeah, because
from
they lost it
gamers
with the Wii U.
with the Wii U to even make it 400. I think the Switch, even though it was a bit outdated, and a lot of that was because they had to make it affordable, I think they still took an insane loss on every sale of the Switch just to get people
we
on
saw
board.
a price breakdown, and they really didn't make very much per console.
Well, consoles never make money for hardware
It's the
developers.
games.
Yeah, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo, and anyone that makes and Steam, anyone that makes a console and they sell it at an affordable price, each one loses their money, but it gets someone in the door that buys
Right.
games digitally, that signs up for Xbox Game Pass, that signs up for
Yeah.
Nintendo Online. It gets people paying, and eventually they make their money back, and they keep making more and more and more money. Gets people in the door. That's why consoles like the ROG Ally and Lenovo Legion Go are $1,000 and do the same as a Steam Deck because they can only make money one time. They don't have
Right.
Steam.
They don't
They
own
don't
the-
have
yeah.
a store for you to buy games from. They're just selling you a unit.
Okay.
That's why they're so expensive. And that it's a conversation I've had to have a lot over the last few years because every time I review one of these really cool handhelds like a ROG Ally, everyone's like, yeah, but it's so expensive.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
has to be.
they can't sell it at a loss because they go out of business. I mean,
Yeah, they don't own a game company.
yeah, they don't own an OS
Yeah.
to sell you games like Steam.
Yeah.
So I think even 400 is still a loss,
I think, yeah, probably.
but we'll spend money on the console once we get it.
Yeah.
And to end the conversation on my thoughts, I think the highest it goes is 500.
I don't think
But I do not think it will be.
I'd be
That's
surprised if it was.
that's insane. Realistically, something like 449 is even
Yeah.
that
That feels like a lot.
plus tax. You're back at a 500.
Yeah, and if you get insurance on it or anything,
Yeah.
you're looking at like $600.
I think they've got to hit that 400 because again, it sets the image. It's more money for them to play around with the console, and it's still affordable
In comparison.
in
to the other
comparison
ones.
to pretty much anything else.
Yeah.
And it'll be the newest thing on the market and the most affordable thing.
Yeah.
Perfect
Double
sweet spot,
win.
I
Yeah.
think.
Does historically, and this is I don't know, maybe you probably know the answer to this. Historically, does Nintendo make money on their consoles though? Because Xbox and
No.
PlayStation don't.
No, I just said none of them do.
So they just don't. Because people in chat are saying
No.
that Nintendo does. So I don't know. I don't know who's right.
Maybe now,
Yeah.
maybe 8 years later.
With
Right.
the pros and stuff, maybe they made some money.
Pros?
The bigger one.
The OLED.
The OLED?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe now just because the pieces that are in the Switch were more expensive 8 years ago, obviously. So
Yeah.
maybe now that
Yeah.
console turn. I'm not sure on that. Maybe that's a Chat GPT or a Google. I've always just assumed that every console is a loss no matter what. I mean, if PlayStation sold the 5 at the price they would need to make money, it would be like $1,000.
Yeah.
So I just assume the Switch is the same. But yeah, give it a Google.
I'm doing it right now.
But at launch, definitely. At launch, pretty much no matter what, they're always going to lose money on every console sold.
It's been selling for how many years now?
8.
Yeah, they might have started making money off of it.
Maybe.
Buying parts in bulk or something.
What are you getting over there, Ham?
Um.
It's a tough Google. I don't know if Google even will
Yeah,
have
I mean,
the
it
Yeah,
all
I
answer.
know.
seems like just what people are saying on like Reddit and Quora, and it's just like they're saying that. I mean, I'm seeing both, kind of. You know?
Let me ask ChatGPT. Does Nintendo make money off a Switch sale? A Switch, hold on.
Console.
Yeah, console sale, or does it cost more to make a Switch than it sells for? I'm trying to be very specific
Yeah.
so that it doesn't get confused. Nintendo has historically aimed to make profit on its hardware, and the Nintendo Switch is no exception. Unlike companies like Sony and Microsoft, which often sell consoles at a loss and recoup costs through software and services, Nintendo typically designs its consoles to be cost effective. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on.
So
Maybe
they are-
I was
they are
wrong
making
about
money
this.
off of it. Oh.
They are. I
Early
think they are.
estimates placed manufacturing cost of the original Switch at around $257, and at launch the console sold for $299, leaving a margin. Oh, my bad.
So they made a little bit.
I was
it's
wrong
a small
about this.
margin, but it's a it's a
Better than
margin
nothing.
nonetheless.
Wait. I'm sorry. A Switch only cost $250 to build on Nintendo side?
Guess so.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah.
piece of shit.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Here's the thing though, because Nintendo they have been mass producing them like so significantly from the beginning. A lot of that probably comes with like being able to produce in such bulk numbers.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You
Like,
get the cost per
yeah,
unit
there's-
down.
Yeah, like I can imagine. Plus, they're not using like the latest hardware when they build
Yeah.
anything. So
Analysts have suggested the OLED model sold at $349 costs about $10 more to produce than the standard
Only
model,
$10.
enhancing profitability.
yeah,
So
all
it's only
this is- this
$10
is not,
more for that
like,
OLED
yeah.
screen.
That's crazy.
This is not even considering like the R&D that goes into this though, which
That's
is
true.
a
They do
significantly
have
huge
to
amount
pay
of
all
money.
their people.
All right, I will take the L on that one. I apologize. I sounded like I knew
Well,
what I was
they
talking
made-
about, and I didn't.
They made money off of it.
I mean, obviously, I roped them into PlayStation and Xbox because I just assumed no matter what with hardware, you're making a loss.
Mhm.
That's crazy they're making a profit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nintendo has to have so much money then.
Well, yeah.
Because not
Yeah.
only did they sell 140 units, they sold 140 units at profit.
Yeah.
Mm.
$50 each.
140 million, I mean.
Yeah.
140 million
Times 50.
profit every console, and they get
And the
subscriptions,
store.
and
Yeah.
they sell games.
Yeah.
No wonder their games are 60 and not 70. They don't even need to.
No. Yeah, they can
Mhm.
cut costs a little bit because they've got a little wiggle room there. The finances.
Yeah, they
Hats
they
off to
smart as hell
Nintendo,
with
that's
it.
insane.
They are, yeah.
We've all
Good
been
for them.
playing a console for the last 8 years that cost a couple $100 to make.
Mm-hmm.
That cost an average grocery store trip to make.
Yeah, these days,
Yeah.
I'm actually blown away by that.
it's crazy.
All right, sorry about that. Sorry about that misinformation. I swear I
Average
know what I'm
grocery
talking
store
about
trip?
sometimes.
Where are you guys going to the grocery store?
Anywhere. It's
Between
always like
between the two of
$2.50 minimum.
us, when we
I
like
guess there's two
do a
of you.
full
There's actually
grocery
there's
store
three
shop,
of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
3 of us now.
technically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kim's eating a lot more lately.
I am not.
To be fair, what am I even
pregnant, of
talking
course
about?
you
Like,
are.
I feel like I could spend $80 at the grocery store on me for
That
like
gets you
a
a
week's
week,
worth of
though?
food. Yeah,
Holy shit.
80, 90. But I go to like Lidl. You know, like I
I
go
mean,
to,
we're,
I go
we're
to the-
just going
I go to
away.
To
the
be
cheap
fair,
place.
I would go to Aldi, but that's where I got sick that one time, so now I'm scared.
Well, because okay, they gotta. Not gonna lie, I'll be going a little. Sorry, this is a little off track. I'll be going a little,
Little?
and
Little off
sometimes be like, the be like, oh, this is so cheap now. Look at that price drop, and then you look at the expiration date and it's tomorrow. I'm like, bro, I don't know.
No, an average grocery shop for us is between
Yeah.
150 200
Yeah.
And we're not like buying
for like a week. of
crazy stuff. It's
No,
just
we
like
just buy
meat
normal
and
stuff.
vegetables and
I'm on a
fruit.
diet.
Like
I'm on a
not-
strict like all I can eat is chicken, vegetables,
Well,
rice.
that's the crazy thing. We've been buying the same thing for
I
you
know.
for like the last year, and I've just seen it go up. It's been like from 180 to 250 now.
That's
for
actually a
everything.
good point too with the Switch too. Not to get political, but if the tariffs go into place,
Ooh, I didn't think about that.
we will be paying more for the Switch than
Oh,
any other country.
no.
Are they gonna be producing them locally though?
The
Like,
Switch?
Yeah.
No.
Nah.
Like you're telling me well,
They're in
I guess
China, my
gonna be
guy.
China, yeah, that makes sense.
Like
What am I even
the
talking about?
place he's tariffing.
Yeah.
So yeah, we will assuming the tariffs go into place, and I'm not too well versed in it. We will probably have to spend more for the Switch 2 than any other country.
We're gonna be
However,
spending more for everything.
I don't know what that is. I don't know if instead of 400 we're spending 410. I don't know if we're spending 450. I don't know if we're spending 5. I don't know what that means for us.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Have to wait and
Yeah.
It's
see.
just going to get more expensive.
Yep.
Everything's about to get a lot more expensive.
Yeah. Ooh.
Unfortunately. Speaking of groceries going up.
Mm-hmm.
What else have we got?
I feel like I'm really bright right now. I don't know what the hell happened here, but it's.
I see what you
not
mean.
see
You
what's
keep
going on
getting
here?
more bright as
Getting
the sun
bright.
outside goes down
Oh,
because it's counterbalancing,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
that'll do it.
So to tell you, one thing we didn't touch on last week, I don't think so. Nintendo has prepared for 20 million year one Switch 2 sales, according to analysts. So I don't think we talked about this, but the reason why this thing has been leaking for the longest time is because it's been in production for the longest time, because Nintendo's wanted to apparently build up 20 million units worldwide.
Well, because there was a shortage when they released the first one.
Well, there was a shortage for like everything. Like PlayStation 5 had an insane shortage.
Oh, because there was that chip thing too, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Well, there was COVID.
Well, that, but also there was like a chip shortage for computers.
You move.
When
forward.
Bitcoin and all that became a thing. Oh,
Yeah.
You're probably right. I don't
forget.
necessarily remember the PlayStation thing other than COVID, but that was probably a chip thing because of COVID.
Mm-hmm. Well, that and then the computers and everything too. Remember, you were trying to build a PC. You couldn't because they had the thing.
That was because of COVID.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't.
Maybe I'm misremembering.
Was there another?
I don't think there was a chip shortage for any other reason but COVID.
The only COVID chip I know about is the one that got injected into me. So
Oh,
I don't
no.
know.
How's that going, by the way?
It's going pretty good. You know, I think I feel enlightened.
Mine made me pass out. Had a seizure.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that was a fun time.
Nice.
Anyway, so they've been putting loads of units into production so that their launch year, there will be more than enough in supply for everybody. And also, I think they are just predicting that they are going to sell 20 million. So here's
Yeah.
some cliff notes here. Analysts have predicted that Nintendo is preparing to sell as many as 20 million. That's based on preparations Nintendo has made to the Switch 2 supply chain. Ergo, they've got 20 million ready to go. By comparison, the original Switch sold just shy of 15 million units during its first year. Again, I keep talking about this. You can cut back to me. I don't think the Switch 2 is going to have any issue outselling the Switch 1.
No.
I don't know by how much. Obviously, Nintendo is predicting, what is that, a 25%? That's the second time I've asked for the same statistic, I think.
No, I think it's less than 25%.
20 now.
increase. Well, because 15 and
to
20.
20?
Yeah.
20%. We're not smart here. Kim is. I'm not.
5%. I don't know. I'm bad at
5% is
math.
everything.
I don't-
They're predicting 5 million more units sold. I don't think that should be any surprise because, again, just to summarize the cliff notes here, Wii U was a failure. Nobody had any trust in Nintendo going into it. Pretty quickly after the first few months, people started to realize the Switch slapped, and it ballooned after the first few months. But the initial launch obviously had to deal with the weight of the Wii U situation. Breath of the Wild really helped, but it was also cross-platform, so there were still plenty of people that didn't feel the need to upgrade. There was a lot working for it and a lot working against it. Whereas this time, Nintendo has the trust. It has 140 million user base, and it is releasing with a brand new Mario Kart, which is the best-selling game in the last Switch, and that wasn't even a Switch game. And it's a multiplayer game, which is going to encourage more people to buy it so that they can play with each other.
Right.
I think there's a lot more working with it, and that's before we even find out about other launch games.
Yep.
Because the Switch 1, where it really struggled at launch was with third-party support. Nobody wanted to support that console, other developers, because of the Wii U. And it took a while before we saw places like Bethesda and Doom supporting it, like 6, 7, 8 months later.
Yeah.
But launch window, there was really no support. We had like 8 games at launch, and they were 1-2 Switch.
Were there even 8?
Yeah, it was 1-2 Switch, Bomberman R, Street Fighter 2.
Arms.
No, I think ARMS came later.
Did it?
Yeah. The main one, which is Breath of the Wild.
Odyssey.
And then a couple others. It was like there was like a Ubisoft old game. I don't know. I can't even remember. Odyssey again was like 6, 7 months later.
Oh, it was? Okay.
So yeah, launch window was like 8 games. This time, the launch window should have third-party support because third-party developers have been saying for a long time they want to support the Switch. So we might not only get Mario Kart, we might also get something like Elden Ring on launch day. We might get something like the new Assassin's Creed on launch day because Nintendo has always been really good at working with Ubisoft. So Ubisoft might bring one of their games. We had Red Steel at launch, which was a Ubisoft game. And the Wii U had Zombie U at launch, which was a Ubisoft game. So they might bring a game over. I think this is going to be an explosion of a launch compared to the first one.
Have you been hearing about the Halo on Switch rumors?
Oh.
Yes. Yeah. That was also, I believe, a Nate the Hate thing. That the Halo, I think it was the Master Chief Collection,
Right.
Oh.
which has pretty much every Halo up until like the new one or the last 2. I don't know.
Yeah.
And also obviously has the multiplayer and online play and everything, is rumored to be coming to PlayStation and the Switch.
Okay.
There's actually a lot of rumors about that. I actually have a snippet in here from Nate the Hate.
I think that'd be great.
Wouldn't
That'd
that be
dope.
great?
Yeah.
Nate the Hate, great. So in Nate the Hate's podcast, this is just my doc. You don't have to show this. The Game Insider speculated a new 3D Mario game will be released in December 2025. So we talked about that with Arlo, I think. But a lot of what Nintendo is doing now is like history repeating itself. It's them trying to recreate the Switch 1 launch, but doing it better.
Right.
And as Kim said, what came out in that first year for holiday of Switch 1? Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
So around December 2025, he thinks we're going to get Mario Odyssey 2 or whatever the other Mario game is, which would most likely, with Pokemon ZA launching on Switch 1 and Switch 2 too, in the first 6 months of this console, give us a new Mario Kart, the long-awaited Metroid, a new 3D Mario game, and the new Pokemon game.
And something from Ubisoft, you think?
And something from everybody. All kinds of Elden Ring, all kinds of third-party support, all kinds of Cyberpunk. Like, who knows what's going to happen? Third-party devs are going to want to get in that ground floor. They're going to want to be one of the first Switch games where the library's building out. It's going to be it's going to be the start. Everyone's trying to build their library at the start. He also speculated, speaking of third-party games, Assassin's Creed Mirage. I could see that. That's not the new one. That's that more recent one.
Oh, you played that one, yeah.
I did not.
No, wait. Which one is that one?
It's that more recent one. Is that one it was Egypt? Like 8 hours long. No, it was like last year sometime.
Oh, okay.
I almost got it when we went to GameStop in that bundle deal of everything. Okay. But that gets you that being a launch game from Ubisoft. Final Fantasy VII Remake, Metal Gear Solid Delta, which I think is that Metal Gear Solid remake. So those are the games Nate predicted. So if we're all on the Nate train now of thinking that he's the guy, then those are everything else he said.
I mean, what can it hurt to just assume that he's right?
Nothing at this point.
Yeah.
He's my Lord and Savior.
He should go on the inside.
So I also pulled up a list here of confirmed Switch 2 games. I'll just cut to the chase and tell you they're all indie games and half of them look pretty rough.
Oh.
It's mostly just indie devs that are like, hey, our game's coming to Switch 2, so that when people put together lists of confirmed games for Switch 2, they're on it. And right now they're all that's on it. So the standouts, I think, I'll pull out the 3 standouts in my opinion.
I like the name of the first one.
Yeah, we'll read that in a sec. So the ones I'm not gonna pull are Best Stereo, Synth Beasts, Aura Scope, My Time at Evershine, and Secret Forest, because I have no idea. I looked at all the gameplay. I didn't think that was that interesting.
Oh. I have the audio on this scene now. So
this is Yuka Replayly.
I like it.
Yuka Replayly.
He said, how can we make this obvious that it's a remake?
So it's a remake, obviously, of Yooka-Laylee. This was famously that one that we looked at on the show because the little Nintendo symbol popped up down here with some eyes. And it didn't say Nintendo Switch. So obviously this was them saying this is not coming to Switch 1, this is coming to Switch 2.
That's clever.
I remember that now.
So we had that, and then Kim and I saw this when we went to PAX.
With a cheerful wave.
Remember this?
Yes.
Oh, that's cute.
Robin lives at home with
Yeah,
her.
it's very Link's
They
Awakening
Played
looking.
that a little bit. It was cool.
Yeah, it's very cute.
Yeah, I like
Robin
this
defending
one.
themselves in combat.
Here, let me show. Here you go. Whack. There
Well
you go.
done, Mia.
And then this one was also at PAX in my PAX video.
Oh, yeah, that one was cool.
It's called
It's like
Lucid.
a Metroid kind of thing.
Yeah. Metroid meets Celeste, kind of. We played this one at PAX too. This is from Matt Black Studios. So again, it's indie games and indie teams being like, yeah, we're coming to the Switch. Nothing confirmed other than Mario Kart, which we didn't really dive into Mario Kart last week, and I saw some comments like, oh man, I was hoping they'd talk about Mario Kart, and I just kind of forgot.
Just for pacing purposes, by the way, so you know, we're at 53 minutes already. We've been yapping straight up. I love it. It's good. It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
I'm still going.
Did you discuss the Donkey
We also got
Kong
some
situation?
Not yet.
We also got some voicemail if you want to get to that at some point.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
So Mario Kart.
Yeah.
So if we were to break down this Mario Kart trailer, I know all these, we'll keep it quick because this has been talked about to death at this point. people noticed that at the start here, there are 24 starting positions,
Ooh.
which
Big.
literally doubles the players from 12 to 24. That's really exciting.
It is.
It's been 12 players since its conception, I think. Other
It's
than
been less.
maybe
before.
Super Nintendo might have been 8.
Yeah.
It's 8.
But since 64, it's been 12.
That's funny. There's like on my stream on Twitch, like I've played a lot of Mario Kart, and people like to make fun of me for being bad at the game, even though I'm pretty good. So I have an emote in my chat that says 12. So now,
You don't have to update it.
now I'm gonna have to update
It's
and make a 24th one.
Yeah, a lot of bad Mario Kart players are about to start hitting 24 instead of 12, which is
That's gonna be brutal.
a
for
lot
me.
more soul crushing.
That's
I look
horrible.
forward to seeing what new items there are though, because there's going to be some
And
serious
characters.
catch-up items.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're in 24 place, I don't want no bullet bill. I want a teleport.
Yeah.
It also, I feel like it also kind of says to me that there's got to be the circuits have got to be a lot bigger
Oh yeah.
if they're going to be 24 people on them.
Yeah, they'll
Like,
have to be bigger. Also, there's probably already 24 characters in Mario Kart Deluxe just because there's so many.
Yeah.
But at the point where you've got 24, you wouldn't want
need
every
more
game.
choices.
You wouldn't want every game to be the same 24 characters. So
Exactly.
you need more choices. Now, one theory that I've seen some people have, and I think would be cool, they already introduced Animal Crossing characters. Zelda and like Link
Do the
got
rest of the
introduced.
Smash Brothers
just
At what
every
point
Smash Bros.
Is the
character.
next evolution of this series to make Mario Kart like Smash Kart,
I just want to see a Gengar awkwardly in
Yeah.
a cart.
like Nintendo Kart?
Yes.
And like, what kind of characters could we get in a Nintendo Kart game?
Any characters that have been in a Nintendo.
Why not?
movie.
What would
Why
your
not?
what would
And
your
then-
favorite Smash character be in a Mario Kart game?
I mean, just imagine racing with like Cloud and Sephiroth, and Cloud could have his bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
Think
cool.
like Fox on like his doesn't
Yeah,
he have like
he could have
he's
like
got
a starship.
oh, he's got the Landmaster.
He's got like a
right?
starship
Yeah.
car or the
The
Landmaster.
Landmaster.
But also, like, we don't know what's happening with Smash Brothers yet. We don't know when or if we're getting
yeah,
another one.
I
Yeah.
forgot.
And
yeah.
even when we do, we don't know if it's going to be a situation where we get all these cool DLC characters all the time, new people added. What if Mario Kart takes that slot? What if it releases with X amount of characters and then every direct there's
You
a
get new ones.
Mario Kart reveal
I think
character
that would be
instead of
so
a
fun.
Smash reveal character?
I think that would
That would be really exciting. And then we
Yeah.
get all amiibos for the Mario Kart characters.
Ooh, with the little cars.
That'd be sick. I'm just
Would be
saying.
sick.
Pretty
That'd be
Yeah.
really sick.
That'd be pretty cool.
So yeah, anyway, also Bob pointed out that near the end of this you can count 16 players on the track, which is definitely alluding to being more than 12 either way. When you're looking at leveling up Mario Kart, other than making it, like Smash, like I said, I mean, the next thing is to like add more people. Nintendo has already been experimenting with stuff like that. They keep doing like Tetris 99, Mario 35.
See, that's the other thing too about that is that like if you do make it like Smash Kart, right? Then you can kind of add the element of every player having their own sort of like
Special.
special attack, right? Because you imagine
Yeah,
like
that would be
you got like
sick.
Samus in a cart, and she can shoot her thing.
She could just she flies for a bit.
Yeah.
She could just take to the sky. I mean, also even in like a Super Mario Jamboree, they added a new mini game where it's like 50 people or something running around a racetrack just on foot while you're doing mini games off to the side. It's that mentality. Nintendo keeps adding in more and more players. I think they're really liking this idea of more people playing in one game.
yeah.
Even their secret MMO. I don't know if you were here for those episodes.
Yeah.
The secret MMO they did behind closed doors. It's an MMO. It's
Yeah.
getting more and more people
Yeah.
into one thing.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to be where their mind is going. Also, people pointed out this looks like a pit stop here with some item that
Yoshi
you
restaurant, yeah.
can't really tell what this item is. So maybe some people are theorizing you run out of gas
Oh.
and maybe you pull in here to get some gas. It could
It
be
might just be one of those side items. Like, sometimes they have like single item boxes. on
Yeah,
the
it
sides
could
of
be.
tracks,
I'm
you know?
interested to see all
But
the
they-
tracks for sure.
there's no items that you can see.
Yeah.
But they
But
intentionally
there's a
left
thing.
this one in, which I think
What
is
is
like
that?
something new, something
Right.
different. They're just Nintendo are great at these little secrets. Also, Kim and I just watched the Cars movie,
Yeah.
Cars 1.
For the first time?
Because
Yeah,
Kim
I've
had
never
never
seen
seen
it,
it,
yeah.
so I wanted to show her.
Yeah.
And this whole time I'm looking at this, I
It
can't.
looks like Radiator Springs.
It looks like Radiator Springs. It looks like there's going to be a
Yeah.
crossover with
Ka-chow.
Lightning
Cute.
McQueen.
I'm looking at all the new cars too.
What did that say? Luigi what? Can you go back a little bit on the sign as they rounded the corner?
Luigi
Luigi
tires.
tires. Okay.
Yeah, people have done a lot of breakdowns. I don't really know what I'm looking at with the carts. There's
Well,
new carts.
Luigi's looks
and-
new. Mario's looks just like an upgraded version of his, but like Luigi's looks.
Now, the other thing that Kim wanted me to point out,
Mhm.
and I'm not sure where he's
I
hiding.
don't know if you're gonna be able to see it.
He's in here.
He's in the
There.
trailer. Okay, you can see him.
Yeah.
I can't zoom in. They made Donkey Kong look kind of more like his movie counterpart
Yeah.
with the sunken in eyes.
I think it's cute. People were mad.
It's just weird because it's I like it, it's cute, but we've had the
He-
video game Marios and that universe, and then the movie
But I just feel like he hasn't had an upgrade in so long.
to
Maybe-
make him
maybe-
look like the movie one in a Mario Kart game.
I don't
Change his
think he
direction in a
completely-
Mario Kart game is
I
a
don't-
choice.
I don't think he completely looks like the movie one. I think he just looks like an updated version, and I think it matches what's in the parks.
Okay, this is
I think he looks like
this
the
is
movie
cope.
one.
This is cope right here. But what if there's like skins? You know?
Mm.
I hope not. Like paid skins.
No, not
No, just
paid
like
skins.
you
I
can
mean like
pick which
different.
Donkey
Yeah,
Kong
like you
you
could
want.
pick
You want
like
the
what
old one or
outfit.
the new one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't think that doesn't sound very Nintendo.
it doesn't.
Although
but,
it is.
You know, well, they have different outfits.
It is
in
Smash Brothers.
right?
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
very Smash
and if you're going the
Brothers.
Smash route, that might be kind of cool.
Yeah,
We'll see.
that'd be dope.
We'll see. All right. That's Mario Kart. That's us breaking down that. I'm very excited to
Yeah.
play it.
You know what I've always
Yeah.
wanted in Mario Kart though, and this goes in line with the same thing about Smash. Is that I want like a campaign in Mario Kart. You know,
Oh, like a story.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've never done that.
I would love to see that.
That would be cool. And then you could unlock the characters like you do in Smash.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
Some people in chat saying he looks dorky.
I like that he looks dorky. He's a dorky character.
It looks like the SNES Kong. I mean, okay, if you guys like it. I mean, I don't hate it. I actually do like it. I just don't know if it's taken from the movie. Because the same
I
thing
couldn't tell,
happened
to be
with
honest.
Princess Peach on the cover of her last new
Her game, it looked like the movie one.
They updated it because originally it looked like her, and then they updated the cover before it came out to look like the movie version.
Mhm.
So I think after the movie's huge success, Nintendo was just like, these characters look good.
They like the way they
Everyone
look.
just saw the movie and they like the way they look in the movie. Let's lean in towards the way that looked.
Why not?
I mean, yeah, why not? It's
What's
their
wrong
choice.
with updating the characters? As long as it's not ugly, who cares?
To be honest, I liked the Peach change.
It's cute.
The Donkey Kong change is like a different style.
I kind of like it's more round.
Let me see if there's a
Do a before and after on
Donkey
his little
Kong.
makeover.
Oops, that's not how you spell that.
That is not how you spell that.
Donkey Kong. Oh, God, I give up. New Mario Kart before and after. Let's see if someone's done the hard work
Oh,
for
100%
me.
somebody's got a picture showing.
There's a little 5-minute video. Oh, here we go.
Yeah. I think it's cute.
can you open a new tab?
Oh, yeah, make
that-
it big.
Yeah, before I.
There you go.
Here's a Nintendo Life article.
Oh, it looks like a driver's license photo. Poor guy.
See, I don't know.
What did they do to my boy?
I don't know. He's not the
liked it.
same. He looks like a generic monkey now, like
No,
a generic
he does
cartoon monkey.
not.
This is clearly Donkey Kong. This looks like when you go to, you know how down the road there's a shawarma place that is called Aladdin Shawarma,
And they have the bootleg.
and they have a bootleg like
on the side
Aladdin.
so they don't get sued.
This looks like a boot, like someone's on a bootleg banana stand,
No,
and they're
not
like,
banana stand.
and they're like Donkey King's bananas. I don't know. It just doesn't look like Donkey Kong.
Danky King.
Donkey King's bananas. Frozen Donkey King's bananas.
I don't know. I like him.
It's not bad. It's just kind of generic looking.
I think the problem.
Where's
for
his
me-
tie?
He's covering it with
Oh
his
yeah,
hands.
yeah.
I think the problem for me is I've seen so many ugly remakes of characters lately. When I saw this, I was like, oh, thank God, it's not that bad. He's cute.
He
I
is
don't see
he
the
is he's
problem.
cute. I just feel like there's something missing that's
Well,
preventing
you
him
can't see
from
his tie.
no in his face. That's preventing him from looking recognizably like
Maybe
Donkey
it's
Kong.
just a bad photo.
It's too round.
What if he's a different character entirely?
What if I just don't really care, and I really don't? I don't
I-
even like Donkey Kong. Can I be honest?
Scoot
I
in
never play
shambles
as
right now.
Not,
I never
I've never
play as him.
played as him.
I love Donkey Kong Country too.
I don't.
But I just
I'm not even a big Donkey Kong. I don't have no right to be talking about this.
Mhm.
Hey, if you are a Donkey Kong fan and you love the way it looks,
happy for you.
happy for you.
If you hate it, I'm sorry.
Kim likes it, and
I
you're a
do.
fan.
We need Scoot's
I used
opinion
to
on
love the
this.
cartoon.
Scoot's,
Did you ever
Scoot's
watch
opinion
that?
matters a lot.
The one with the rap?
Yeah.
No, but I've
Oh.
seen the rap. Well, everyone's seen the
It's
rap.
a good cartoon. It was cutting edge for its time.
What did you say?
I said we need to know what Scoot's opinion is
Yeah,
on
what
this.
does Scoot think
Yeah.
of
I'm
the
surprised
new
he's not
monkey?
currently calling me.
I know.
He was in chat earlier. So
Oh no, is he still there?
I don't know. He's a busy
Tell us
boy.
what you think about the Monkey Man.
God, I had a lot to talk about. I didn't think I'd have so much Switch 2. I can't promise this channel, this podcast isn't going to become Switch 2 every week because I'm so excited and I don't know what else we're going to talk about. But I didn't think I'd have this much to say in
That's
a
huge
follow-up
document
episode.
that we didn't even get to half of.
He has
so.
a lot to talk about now. So
Yeah.
I'm going to try and power through a couple here
Okay.
just to get through everything so that I don't bleed into next week. And we have this cold-ass McDonald's now.
yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I grabbed us some. Yeah.
Let's explain
All
this.
she's got to do is eat. Listen, Kim, if you eat one French fry, I'll be happy because then I can say I bought your son his first Happy Meal.
Oh my god. Here we go.
There you go. Let's go,
Oh, it's
Uncle Ham.
purple.
Why do we have this?
The Pokemon cards.
Pokemon cards.
There's Pokemon cards in here?
Yeah. Do you want to do them real quick? I'll
Yeah,
be down.
sure.
Yeah, we've
Hell
all got
yeah.
our own. I already ate
Ham
mine.
bought. He stopped by a McDonald's on the way here because I guess there's some Pokemon Club. There's a Rayquaza on the box.
Yeah.
They didn't have multiple boxes. There's like 9 or
Kinda-
5
Maybe
I'm
put
boxes.
him on
kinda
the
hungry.
apple
I might do a
slices.
munch of this
There's
cheeseburger.
Pokemon on the apple.
Wait, this is a hamburger.
I thought I asked for 2 of them to be cheeseburgers and
these
one of
are
them to be
McNuggets.
nuggies.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you want? Okay, that's
Oh wait,
good.
no, this says cheeseburger. Why
I
is there no
assumed-
cheese?
I assumed somebody.
Oh,
would
there
want
is.
nuggies.
It's
Oh, they got. I'm the only one opening the goddamn. They're just eating over there. I got the toy over here. They got the stickers.
hey, you can't
Wait,
give a pregnant
stickers?
girl nuggets
Are the
and expect
stickers
her not
inside
to
the
start
box?
eating.
Yeah. And there's also. Oh wait, hold on. It's in the little box that comes.
Oh,
with
that's
it.
cute.
And this is a poster. Look at this.
Cards.
Bam.
Ooh.
All right, cut to me. I'm
very
gonna
cute.
open.
Very cute.
Oh, you're gonna open.
I'm gonna
All right.
bust my pack.
All right. You bust yours.
Are all the stickers the same?
4 additional game cards.
Ooh.
I don't know if they're gonna be able to see this.
You can like build a little guy.
Oh, I got a shiny.
Did you?
Oh really? Out the gate.
I got a Drampa. I don't know if you guys can see that. I got a hollow Drampa. I don't know how to show these. Oh, I got Charizard.
Oh shoot.
Oh, did you? Wait. Show me. Oh, you did. It's not shiny.
Is that good?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, I got a shiny Pikachu.
How do I show people?
I don't know.
You'd have to get.
Get right up there in their face.
Here, cut to the God shop.
Yeah. Okay.
You gotta talk though, because I'm not there anymore.
Yeah. That's. Charizard. At least
Focus.
it's not even focused.
Focus. Come on.
It does. Hold your hand behind
There
it.
you go, like a beauty YouTuber. There you go.
There you go.
Perfect.
Wow.
Oh, you got what shiny did you get?
Grandpa.
I got a Pikachu.
I got a.
Nice.
You're cute.
I got a Coridon.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah. No big deal.
This mic was out. To
I
be your
also
own friend.
got a Charizard, so there you go.
Hell yeah.
Bam, that's me right there.
Nice.
Let's go.
That's
All right.
nice.
Cool.
I want to know.
Thank
what
you,
do with
Ham.
these stickers.
Welcome.
Yes, thank you.
A couple quick things to wrap up the show here. Astral Chain might be getting a sequel. We don't really even have to talk about this too long. I loved Astral Chain. I thought it was awesome. Honestly, one of my favorite action hack and slash style games made by Platinum. It only sold, I say only, it sold 1 million, which is pretty good for like a new IP in a genre that people often don't really care too much about. I feel like it's kind of niche. But Platinum hasn't done anything for like 5 years, and they've been completely silent. And they recently went on record saying, we're still working on stuff. So now people were like, is this Astral Chain 2? I honestly don't think it did well enough to get a sequel. You have to imagine that 1 million people played the first one. You're going to hit maybe, half of them if you're lucky. You're going to be making a game for 500,000 people. I think Platinum has so much raw talent when it comes to games like this. They also made Bayonetta. I think your efforts are better off just trying another new IP and just making like fun hack and slash style games. I kind of hope that's what they do, just because I want to see them have success. If ultimately they just make Astral Chain 2, I'm here for it because I love the first one. I just think it's way too niche.
Yeah.
So that's that. So I'm munching on a cheeseburger. We still don't know a lot about the Switch. We don't have to talk about it now. But one of the biggest things was that damn C button. And I just wanted to have a speculation chat, but maybe we can do it in the bonus episode with the Patreons.
Could do.
Oh, and then someone tweeted this at me, and they were like, is this what Ham was talking about in the last episode? This little divot thing? And I don't think that's what you meant.
It is and it isn't. It's more like, yeah. I mean, I guess it kind of is. It's like there's a lot more separation between the Joy-Con and the screen in the original Switch, right? I feel like those entities are made so separate, but then on the Switch 2, they're made to be the same,
unified
thing.
and like sleek and sexy and like nice.
Yeah, no, sure, but at the same time, though, I like the fact that with the Switch, right? Because like the first thing I did when we were talking earlier about like colored Joy-Cons, right? Like the first thing that I did, like one of the first things I did was I bought the newest Mario Party on the original Mario Party for the Switch, Mario Party, Super Mario Party, I don't know, whatever
10.
it was. Whatever it was.
50.
But they had the thing that came with the two new color Joy-Cons, like the
Right.
bright pink and the bright green. Like I love that. You know, like I love like a lot of like bright colors and a lot of like different things to like decorate and this and that, whatever. You know? And I think that with this, it's gonna look weird to have like brightly colored Joy-Cons attached to this like unified body design. You know, it's gonna be a little bit.
That's what was confusing me though, because once you attach those new Joy-Cons, it's not unified anymore.
Exactly.
You're adding new Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
So it's moot.
Well, what I'm saying is it's
the
gonna look weird. That's all it is. Like,
Let me try and wrap my head around this one more time.
sure.
The old one isn't unified at its base because of the colored Joy-Cons.
Yes.
The new one's unified now because the Joy-Cons that come with it are the same color as the thing. When you switch those Joy-Cons out, you're immediately ununifying it and creating the same situation you had on the Switch 1. So my thing was, you could do it. You could still do it. It doesn't
but
change
this-
anything.
I just want
but-
to see what it looks like with colored Joy-Cons. That's my thing. I'm nosy.
I'm still
it's
not
so,
getting
it's
it.
so hard for me to explain
I've been
my
trying
thought
to get
process
it
on
for
this.
a week. I thought maybe it was just a divot thing.
I give up. Somebody in the comments last episode understood what I was saying. Shouts out to that person. I don't know what their name was, but I was reading the comments. They're like, I'm with Ham, blah, blah, this and that. I was like, okay, somebody understands what I'm saying.
I only brought it up because I thought it was the divots and I thought we cracked the code.
The divots are part of it, but it's not. It's more. It's a more
did you say,
nuanced
Kim?
thing.
I was saying I just want to see what it looks like with colored Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
Just to see if
It'll look exactly like the first one. Period.
I just think I would prefer the colored Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah, we'll get. I'm sure there'll be colored Joy-Cons at some point.
Yeah, or you can get little cases.
We can
like
get
you always
third-party
could.
ones
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I think we've touched it all. I really have to pee. And we got a bonus episode to do.
So we'll do some voicemail in the bonus.
Oh, no, do it now.
Well, I've got 4. I'll pick.
Just hit me
I'll
with
pick
one.
one. I'll pick one. All right. Ooh, let's see what I. Oh,
You
I'm
got a
not
chatter of the day lined up too, or no?
No. No.
If you want to leave a voicemail, the number is on the screen right now. We
it
listen and we answer voicemail every single week.
Discord wasn't open, and I'm showing update 1 of 15 on it.
Cool.
So you could play it on your end. It'll work.
Oh, really?
Yeah, actually. If you want to just, I don't know which one, just pick one.
Which one's the smallest file size?
Hi, Wood. I just want to say congrats on the baby, and I wanted to know your thoughts on, do you think the Switch 2 games are going to be $70, or do you think they're going to be kept at $60? And also, I think Ham is the best part of the show. All right.
Okay.
I picked the wrong one. Sorry, I didn't mean to pick that
admittedly,
one.
for this question, I was like,
Alexa, stop.
admittedly for this one, I was like, all right, we've had better quality questions in the past. No offense to this viewer, but they did say something pretty nice
He's
about
got
me
a
in the
point
end.
at
So
the
he's
end.
got
Okay.
a point, you know?
I actually loved the question he asked because
Yeah.
I forgot to talk about it in the
Yeah.
episode.
There you go.
But ignoring him because of what he said at the end, let's go to the next
Man,
one.
let me have this.
When he left the voicemail, it was just to my phone. So I feel like you got left out of that, but also congratulations to you.
Oh, thanks.
Mm.
Yeah, I just want to let you know that you're included in that. And I don't think he meant to leave you out.
I assumed that he just meant to both of us.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
Yeah.
Because I
Oh God.
am with child.
Ugh.
Did I cut that out of the video? I think I cut that out
I
of the
don't know
video
if
in
you
the
did
end.
or
I don't know, but
not.
one of the
I did.
first comments in the chat today was Wood doesn't even look pregnant.
Ugh.
I keep saying to Kim that I'm with child
Oh,
and
sure.
telling people that I'm with child because I am with child.
You're
Yeah.
in
There is
vicinity
a
of
child. I am with child. Yeah, that's quickly the 60 to 70 thing. I'm not sure if Nintendo has said yet. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe chat can let me
I
know.
imagine it's gonna be more.
I think it'll be 70.
Everything's going up. The cost of everything is going up.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think it will be 70 for a couple of reasons. Let's start with third party, for example. Nintendo wants third party support. They want people designing games for their console, and they want people investing the time and bringing their games to the Switch too. So if, as a developer, you're like, where should I release my game? Well, on Switch, I can only sell it for 60, but on Xbox, I can sell it for 70, or PlayStation can sell it for 70. You're going to put more focus into the one where you can sell more.
Right.
So I think if Nintendo want to be competitive, I think prices of their games have to go up alongside the industry.
It has to reflect the other.
I think so.
prices.
I think it's only fair as well to the developers that support Switch that they can make as much as they can elsewhere.
Exactly.
So the conversation of should games be 70 aside, I think because that's the way that we're leaning as an industry, and now people are talking about GTA 5 or 6 maybe being $100.
Phew.
I think yes, the prices of games for third parties will and probably should go up to 70 on Switch, and then Nintendo's own games. Obviously, we've seen Tears of the Kingdom already go up to 70.
Yeah.
I do think that it would be weird if all their new games are 60, but then all third-party games are 70, and Nintendo can
I think
definitely
that's
charge
very
70.
confusing.
And I think if any game deserves 70, it's probably a Nintendo game, not like Skull and Bones, you know? No shade to Ubisoft, who we do love on this channel. So yeah, I think 70 is going to be the way to go. Why were you laughing through that whole speech?
I'm sorry. I just it's because it's not relevant. So you could finish what you have to say.
I finished.
Okay, because I'm like, I don't know if we didn't mention this, but part of the reason that we have voicemails and messages right now is because of a little stunt I pulled on Instagram yesterday. Because I made it seem like I was fired from the podcast again, and I was leaking your phone number as like as an FU to you sort of thing. And it's just one of the text messages we got on the Google Voice number, by the way, that we use. Was it Wood Ham has become one of my favorite parts of the Nontendo podcast. Stop firing him. Bring him back for the podcast this Thursday. He doesn't deserve to have to work at McDonald's, but with the name Ham and Cheddar, shouldn't he think about applying for Arby's instead? Sounds more appropriate. And then they just kind of go on. So there you go.
Well, you did
They
bring
also
us-
said congrats for being good parent. You'll be good parents, whatever. All that stuff too.
Wow, you're looking really overblown now.
I know, it's crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Jeez,
You
whiter
brought us
than me.
McDonald's today, so yeah, I don't know.
I did.
I don't know. I don't know what that says about you.
Says I want to work there, you know?
It says,
Good backup for this job.
it says a grown man pulled through a McDonald's drive-thru today and asked for 3 kids Happy Meal toys.
I
and
did.
left.
Maybe I have a kid. Maybe I have 3 kids.
Maybe you have 3.
Maybe
Yeah,
I have 3
maybe
kids.
you left them all at home.
You know?
Yeah,
Maybe I did.
It's a
yeah.
surprise.
Yeah.
I
I'm a
was
grown man
surprised.
going out for work.
I was surprised.
I was
too.
surprised. There was
been a while
there
since
was
I've had Happy
technically
Meal.
a baby you were buying
I
it
gotta
for.
be
True.
honest with you, by the way. That's not what happened. Okay. I went through the drive-thru and I said, do you guys sell the Happy Meal toys on their own? Right? Because I was willing to buy like 30.
I
of
hate
them,
when they say
right?
no.
And they said
Yeah.
no. So I said, all right, well, let me
It's-
get
It's
let me
by
get 3 Happy
location,
Meals.
you
It
know,
is, yeah.
because sometimes
Yeah.
you'll go and they'll say yes.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
saw on Reddit the other day, some guy was like I'm ready for my haul, and he's got a fucking McDonald's
Yeah.
bag with like 30 packs in it. I
When
was like,
when
I want that.
When I worked at McDonald's, we would sell them separately all the time. There was a
Yeah.
button for it, but some locations
The manager doesn't.
the manager doesn't
do
want
that.
to, and I think it's because they don't want to run out.
They have the button for it still, by the way, because when I got one the other day.
I know.
Like,
But can
and-
you imagine like some kid comes through so excited to get a Happy Meal and there's no toy because
Yeah.
some 35-year-old
Yeah,
man bought 50
yeah,
of them?
yeah,
That's what's
yeah.
happening with
Yeah.
Pokemon cards. Little kids are not getting them. You've
I
seen
know.
those Costco videos.
Yeah,
Holy
we
crap.
reacted to those last week.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
my god.
That's it. I think that's it.
That's it.
There was something I was going to say.
You guys look like you're sitting in the dark now, and I look like I've got the sun shining.
I know the
So
lighting has
Going
changed
towards
so
the
much.
light.
it has
Yeah.
changed dramatically in here.
Oh yeah, people were like GTA. Someone in chat was like GTA 6 100. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. I didn't read that article.
Maybe that's like a special edition one.
No.
No?
There's
Oh.
been rumors that that game might be $100 just because they've been developing it for so long and it's so expensive. Like millions and billions of dollars went into that game.
I'm not
that would
surprised.
suck, but I would pay $100.
That's the thing.
for
There's
that
a
game.
conversation around.
Oh.
There's a conversation around should that game be 100 to reward Rockstar for taking their time, releasing a game that's a one-time sale, no microtransactions. It's one of the best games
There will be microtransactions eventually.
in the online
Yeah, for
on the
the shark
online
cards,
aspects for
yeah.
sure, but not the actual base game if you just want to buy it and enjoy it. And there are people that legitimately say they would spend 100 on that game.
I think it's worth it to a lot of people.
I think it's 100% worth it, and I would spend the money, and a lot of people would, and I would have no regrets. The issue is it opens the door, and it sets a precedent that you can now charge $100 for a
Yeah.
game, and now suddenly it allows companies like EA and Microsoft and Ubisoft and all of that to look at their games and be like, well, what could we charge $100 for? And maybe our game's a $90 game. Maybe our game's an $80
I
game.
think they're gonna get humbled very quickly when nobody buys it.
Yeah.
for that.
Well, no one buys their games now anyway.
mean,
That's what I'm
we could-
saying. Like,
But it's a scary slope to go down.
I think it just depends. Like, if they had done Cyberpunk correctly from the jump, I think they could have gotten more money for it. And with GTA, I think definitely.
If Cyberpunk was everything they promised and literally
Yes,
Witcher
people
in
would have probably
Cyberpunk,
paid more for that.
that game was supposed to be a $100 game.
Yeah.
Instead, that game was a bargain bin,
It's a
buy
shame.
two get one free
Yeah.
game.
And that
Yeah.
happens sometimes.
All right, I gotta pee real bad. What time are we at?
Oh, we're so good right now. We're
Okay.
an hour and 20. We're
Okay.
solid. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, for sure.
how you doing?
I'm doing good.
You
I
wanna
had some chicken nuggets. I'm great.
you want to bonus it or you want to dip?
I can do the. What are we gonna do in the bonus?
Just shoot the crap.
All right.
All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna do a bonus episode for Patreons. A lot of new people signed up last week.
Yeah.
nice.
It was actually one of the biggest influxes we've had.
And we could
Which was-
we should sign up this week too.
That was
There
really
could be at
awesome.
the
Thank
bottom
you
of the
so
screen.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everyone that signed up. Also, on the episode that we did for the Patreons, and if you don't know, we do a bonus episode for Patreons every week. We're about to do that one right now. It's a whole extra episode. There was so much positive feedback on the show and what people want out of the Patreon, and it was really helpful.
Cool.
And I just want to thank everybody that gave that feedback and that signed up and came over.
Right. And also another sales point for the Patreon. If you come over, we're much more likely to read all of your chats and field your questions and
Yeah,
your
we'll
comments.
probably do
So,
a Q&A today in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So come on over. All right, everybody, like, comment, subscribe, rate us 5 stars wherever we are. Kim, congratulations,
Oh, thank you.
being pregnant.
Yeah.
Oh my God, look at you go. You are glowing. You went to the dentist today?
I did,
You
yeah.
and the baby went to the dentist
Yeah,
today?
we went to the dentist.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ham, for being here and bringing us McDonald's.
Yeah, dog. No problem. Anytime. Appreciate you.
just
Thanks
do
so
the-
much.
Why don't you cut to that God shot too?
What? Oh, I can cut to the God shot. Yeah.
Look
There
at
we go.
that. Look at that, Kim. You see that?
That's
Thanks
pretty
for
cool.
See
joining
what
us
we did
today,
here.
everybody.
Thanks for joining, everybody.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye. We'll see you next week.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.